Hello everybody, Andrew here of STBN. I am coming to you live from the SMB server. I am so happy to finally be recording from this server. I know it's been quite a while since I made that announcement that I was tapped for the gold team.
Oh, that's right. Suck it, Blue.
Yeah, but so finally getting around to recording. My voice might sound a little strained. I'm getting over a couple of weeks of cold and flu. My boys just started preschool and a daycare facility here in town, and so I am getting to learn what it's like to be a parent with kids in the public school system. Yeah. So anyway, but here we are on the SMB, and we are in front of a nice, large, lush green jungle area. I've never built a base in a jungle area, and I figured, you know what? Why not? Well, how about this time we do so? Huh? What do you think? All right. So I spin the camera around. Hi, chicken. Hi, chickie. It's kind of on the verge. What biome is this? This is a extreme hills. Even though it doesn't look all that extreme, but it's extreme hills. And then over here, excuse me there, chicken, we've got the some plains over there. There is also just, I think you can see it. I don't know, this is going to be a little bit of a tour here, the first episode, just so that you kind of get an idea of where we're getting started. There's a Tiaga. I'm never sure exactly the pronunciation of it, but that's right over there. I've got a lot of water, and then not too far that direction there is actually an ocean, and I believe in that direction there is a covered forest, but then also just on the other side over here, let me just get this hill out of the way. You can see there's some dark oak right there. There's another covered forest. It's actually some big old huge mushrooms are growing in there. And you notice right here, I climbed to the top of a tree and built a little, kind of like a a little hideaway thing for at night when I first got started here. But I was gonna, my goal here is to have like a nice big, like tree house area. I want to have like tree houses on all the tops up here, and then connect them with bridges and whatnot, rope bridges kind of thing, and kind of make it a big jungle tree house type of thing. But until I get to that point, I figured I might as well need a base of operations to start from, so I did that right down here. Here's my front door. I kind of started working on a little bit of beautification. I got my welcome sign, and it was something I wanted to do real quick while I'm at it, just so that we have it here, and I can put it in right here on camera, and a shovel for that guy. Oh, dang it. I went back one too far. So let's, as you can see, I wanted the blocks right there. You know, sometimes, you get into it. There we go. There's some stairs right there, and that will get me up. And then it was up here I wanted the stairs. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's what we want. So it makes it just a little bit easier to get in and out. Yay. Okay. All right. Moving right along. Now, like I said, so it's just I went with an acacia wood kind of a theme here. You'll see on the inside. And this is my my little guy, Old Yeller, right here. Dadcraft and I were on the server the other night, and we went scouting all over that little lag spike there. But we went all over a Tiaga out by an ice spike biome. Oh my gosh, we must have been out there for at least an hour and a half. It felt like of real time trying to find, and I found one dog, this little guy right here, and then we were able to breed him up with some dogs he had and whatnot. And and there was a reason that we were so persistent, and that'll come to light in maybe a future episode, but I'll fill you in on that. But let's give a little tour of the homestead here. As you can see, you came in the front door. This was a natural cave that I have converted, and so right here in the front I've got a couple of armor stands for the gold team, and this was just my first set of iron armor. I plan on putting a map wall right here. I've crafted the maps. I just haven't actually done it yet, but that'll be a little side project. I get that little initial storage room here. Yeah, so that's it. It's like when you come back from an adventure, you just come in and dump all your stuff right there, and it's none of it's auto sorted. This is just a basic base of operations. Really, we're gonna get some more stuff when we get up there into the tree houses and whatnot. So right here down below is a crafting area. I've got an anvil under here, and the ender chest, anvil, crafting bench, chests all within reach of this guy. Right here are the bookcases, well lit. Right here is, as you can see, is my brewing station. I've got some water here for all the water I could need for doing water bottles, and I've got a chest full of them. I've got some supplies here for doing the potions, and as you can see, yes, I have been active, and I've been collecting resources, and I've been doing a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I've been sick the last couple of weeks. Really haven't been able to record, but I wanted to get started on doing stuff here. Wanted to get something going. I've got a little cactus farm right here, and this is mainly just for dyeing purposes. And so I've got a little bit of cactus going here. I've got I guess you could call it a bedroom, but this is where my the beds are for respawn purposes. I've got some more chests in here with my tools and weapons, armor. While I was digging this farm out, my little cactus here, I kept hearing lava. I kept hearing it. It was like driving me nuts. Where the heck is that lava? Well, it's right here actually, and this was actually this little tiny lava lake right here. And I figure, you know what? I'm going to keep this for my own lava supply, and then, garbage disposal, trash disposal. But so I kind of made a little tunnel down to this guy for that. So you can see, so that's what I've got up here so far as the room. Now, right here, you can see I've got this little area right here. I'm going to make it match my cactus farm, but what I think I'm going to do right here is do a squid spawner, because I want dye. I want that ink sac so I can make the dyes and stuff. Plus, I also want to be able to craft dark prismarine as well. Down there is a branch mine. You've seen one branch mine. You've seen them all. There's also a ravine down there. I mean, nothing special. Just been doing a lot of mining, a lot of branch mining. Okay, so and then there is one more thing. Like I said, I'm going to put a squid farm over here. I want to do in this corner right here. I was thinking maybe a wheat. Or wheat, carrot, potato. I might do like one of those little nano farm little guys right here, so I can have plenty of that I need on hand. And then that gives me this other corner. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to do here, but I figure I'll maybe if I need another farm or I need another little something, we'll go right here. This was a natural it's nighttime. You can see, but this was a natural opening. I did not create this. It was like this already. But what I'm thinking here, and you can see, and I discovered it when I built my little hidey, my little high hide up there, is actually right up there is where that guy is. So what I'm thinking I might do is in this square here, this little footprint, is build one of those circular minecart elevators, or maybe even a woolly creeper, the little slime block elevators. I don't know, some kind of an elevator here to take you up to the first treehouse, which will be right up there, and then it'll branch out from there. So that's pretty much my base of operations as it sits so far. Now, there is a couple of things that I want to do. I want to build a couple of more things so to help me get initial supplies. Now, like I mentioned, Dadcraft, he helped me with the dogs, and I've been Dadcraft. This guy is amazing. If you have not seen Dadcraft or heard of him, Shame on you. This guy is amazing. He's been helping me out tremendously here on the server. I've watched all his videos. The guy is smooth. His narration style, his play style is fabulous. It's fun to watch. Just a real treat to be able to play with the guy here on the server, and it's been a lot of fun. So what he's done out at his base, he actually has a guardian farm. Also out at his place, he's got a zombie pigman farm above the nether, which is fantastic. As you see, I've been using it quite often. I'm already at 77 levels, probably for about the 4th or 5th time. My last time out there, though, I recorded a little bit of video, show you around what I did over there, how I got the experience that I got, see how the pig farm works in action, and yeah, check it out. I'll be right back.
Damn!
And no trip to Dadcraft's place is complete without a quick stop over here at the Guardian Factory. Here's a little Guardian farm. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Look at the drops coming from this thing. I mean, the fish, the shards, the crystals, they're all in there. I mean, everything is in there. And, I mean, just to look, I believe this is this side. Yeah, look at the crystals that are just piling up in there. And then the shards are just for days of shards. I mean, these things, I mean, I think that, is that the first? Yeah, look. I mean, there are so many in there. It's it's unbelievable. So yeah, like I said, so Dadcraft's got a lot of great stuff, and he's been helping me out quite a bit. But there are still a few things that I need to get for myself, you know, here at the base, and it's easier to have them right here than having to run all the way back to spawn and whatnot. One of which is I need to make a smelter, a little smelter array. Now I seem to be doing this a lot on my my Minecraft builds, but you see this acacia log right here. Well, I'm going to put in a floor in this area right here, if you will. This whole area right here. And going off in that direction is going to become a smelter array. And it's going to be a design pretty much the same as back on STBN. And Dadcraft was actually the one who I borrowed that design from. So I'm going to build that right here so that when I come back, because I do have some gold and I have a fair amount of iron ore that we need to get smelted up, and I don't want to be sitting here with a single furnace and doing it overnight. I want to have that smelter array, so I'm going to fit that in right in this area here. So I'll have my little loading section right here, and it'll go back that way quite a bit to smelt. And secondly, I need a fishery, a little AFK fish farm, because that is where you get things like name tags and puffer fish for water breathing potions and stuff like that. So I am thinking in this area, this little section right here, I may dig out a little area right here, but I'm going to have a doorway kind of thing right here, and then I'm going to have a little staircase going down and under the floor in this section right here. So it'll actually kind of be under my front porch a little bit, but under this area is where I'm going to have the little fishery. Excuse me, and I'll have it. I'll have the little air hole, if you will, maybe on the other side of this wall. But I'll have that down under here so that from the safety of my base, I can go down. I can do some AFK fishing and get all the goods and whatnot that way. So that will pretty much round out the vast majority of things that I need in this base here to allow me to get going. So I think for right now, we've been going at this tour here pretty good for a fair while. I know you're probably tired of hearing me ramble, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and tear all this stuff out. I'm going to build that smelter array, and then maybe, depending on how much time we have left in this episode, because like I said, this is just an introductory episode, you know, that we're getting started on SMB. I've got lots of ideas that we're going to do here, and I've already, Dadcraft and I already have some plans in the works for some collabs, and I'm hoping some of my other teammates on the server would also be open to some collabs in the near future, and we'll see how that goes, and I'll bring them to you on video, right here on video, when and if they take place. But so, all right, so let's get started on this this smelter array, and I'll be back in a little bit. Well, all right, that is the last of those materials. Put those away, and I am happy to say the smelter is done. Check that out. All right, yes. Like I said, it is a very simple, straightforward design, and I will show you how it works in case you haven't seen it before, haven't seen any of my other videos, or you're just not familiar with it. So I'm going to grab some coal. That's the fuel for our stuff to smelt. I'm going to grab the gold and iron that I have to get smelted up, and the fuel, we'll dump this guy in here. The smelting we'll do right here, and I'm going to put these full stacks first. Well, actually, no, we'll just put gold or iron first, gold second. It doesn't really matter. Anyway. Now, I made a little opening over here so I can get to it, but if you'll notice, I have 8 furnaces right here, and like I said, just in case you're not familiar all that much with furnaces, furnace arrays, the ins and outs, or if you're just not familiar with this type, but basically I've got 8 furnaces here. Now this thing could go for 100 furnaces long. You could make it go around in a circle or a U pattern. You could make it go in an L. You can make it go in any shape you want. But all I'm doing is just 8 furnaces right here in a row. This bottom minecart comes, well, when I hit that button, it will leave the track, it will come around, come up, and then go across this rail along the back. And it will empty its contents into hoppers that feed into the side of the furnace, which is how the fuel gets loaded in. The top minecart right there, when I hit the top button, it will leave, come down the rail, and go across these top hoppers, unloading its smelting the items to be smelted into the top hoppers, which go into the top of the furnace, which is how they get in there. Now, the reason I have 8 is because I wanted to make this as efficient as possible, because one piece of coal will smelt 8 items, and if I have a full stack, then that full stack will get evenly divided amongst these 8 furnaces. So one piece of coal, a full stack will get divided into 8 pieces, and then one piece of coal will smelt all 8 items, making it fairly efficient, as long as I, of course, dump in a full stack and all of that. But I mean, really, you collect enough coal, it really ceases to matter all that much. So all we do, we put the fuel in here, smelting items up there, and then we hit the buttons, and as you can see, the top one and the bottom one here, they'll go back and forth as they unload all of their items, both fuel and smelted items, into the furnaces, and they'll continue this back and forth until they're done, because I have a detector rail right there, you can see, with a comparator that goes into a block with a repeater, into a block, into another repeater, into this powered rail. And what that is as long as this detector rail detects that there is something still left in the minecart, it will send a pulse out. The comparator picks up that pulse, powers this block, the repeater pulls the signal out of that block, pushes it into this block, same thing with this repeater, pulls the signal out, and then powers this powered rail. And the signal on the minecart comes back, it takes it just long enough so that that signal will have this powered rail powered as the minecart hits it. So as long as there's something in there, when the minecart gets to where you see it sitting right now, this rail will be still powered, causing the minecart to head back out again and repeat its run, dropping all the stuff off. And once the minecart is empty, as you see, the detector rail does not send a signal out. This powered rail remains unpowered and causes the minecart to stop and stay right there. So then, as you can see, the top is now done as well. So that is pretty much how it works. It's very simple redstone wise. It's very simple as far as overall build wise. The most resource intensive item here is the hoppers, because that's 5 ingots and a chest for each hopper, and there are 3 hoppers that are needed per furnace, and that's the fuel hoppers in the back, you can see right there. The smelting hoppers you can see going into the top, and what you can't see behind this log right here are a row of hoppers which come out the end over here and into this chest. And so as everything gets smelted up, they drop into the hopper down below. The hopper chain delivers them right here. And as you can see, we've already got a full stack and a half of our iron already good to go, and it's smelted. The one downside of this, if you're not aware of it, is that you don't get any XP from smelting up items this way, because they are removed from the chest by the hoppers, thereby nullifying any XP. So we're almost up to two stacks of iron there. So that is the smelter. All right, we've completed that. So as you see, this is my El Casa Done Brocas. It took me a little while to get this series going. I do apologize about that for those of you that remember my initial announcement, but I'm very happy to actually have this thing going. And it's been a little bit of labor of love to get the ideas rolling, but now the brain pan is functioning, and I actually have some ideas flowing, and it's looking good. So I guess got just about ready to call this an episode. Next time, I think we got some, on the other side of the nether portal there, we've got a tunnel I know that I'm going to need to take care of, and we'll probably need to do a little more branch mining, get some more resources up. I think I'm running low on diamonds after I made a full suit and enchanted everything up, and I've got some tools and some weapons and whatnot. We might have to go branch mining, but yeah, we got plenty of projects to do. I alluded to some around here a little earlier, and then I also alluded to some projects with collabing on the server. So, but that's it. I think we're gonna call it good this time. I really appreciate you joining me for this series here on the SMB. This is a fantastic server. I encourage you to check out all of the other members that play and that are active on this server. A lot of great people, a lot of experience, and just amazing people here. So with that, I will bid you adieu. Again, this is Andrew R73 coming to you from the SMB server. Don't forget to check me out also on STBN, my home server, and I'm Andrew R73 over on the tweets. All right. Be sure to send me any questions, comments that you have there on the Twitter. Leave comment in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to know when new ones are coming out. All right. Hey, Yeller. How you doing? Say bye-bye. We're out of here. Later.